Hey everybody, I have here the Wahl detailers and the Wahl magic clip. I bought two pair. I bought the designers first just to see how they work, 'cause I really didn't trust using solely cordless clippers. So after I saw how well they worked, these came out and I said, hey, you know what, let me give them a try. So they work excellent. They're my go-to clippers for pretty much every haircut that I do. And when I first bought them, they actually used to last pretty much the whole day. One pair, I could go almost to the end of the day usually, and then maybe my last couple of haircuts I may have to switch. But for the most part, they lasted the entire day, and that's without me plugging them in between haircuts. Usually I take one and use one until they die completely, and then the other ones are on a charger, so that I would be without. So they both have the same blades on them, just to make sure that they both cut the same. But anyway, what I've been noticing lately is they have been dying after like a half a day. So I know that a lot of people complain with these about the batteries not lasting long. And I've had both of these for well over 2 years. So they've been doing me pretty good. So I just figured now it's time to go ahead and change the batteries. So I bought some new batteries. It said on the website that they fit both of these, because I'm assuming that these both are the same clippers. I'm going to open them up and show them to you to see if they are the same clippers on the inside. This is the website that I ordered them from, the batteries. I just did a Google search to find batteries on the Wahl magic clips, and that's what came up. So they're the identical same batteries, so I'm hoping that it works. So here we go. So I took the covers off, and they both hold the same number of bolts, screws rather. There's one at the top and two at the bottom. And the magic clips is one at the top also, but it's under that clip. So I opened them up and looked inside, and they are pretty much identical, which is what I thought anyway. I had somebody on here before saying that they weren't the same clippers, but you can't go by the cover. I'm sure that, yeah, I bet you they're interchangeable. But anyway, they're identical, and it looks like it's the same battery. So I should be in luck here. So let me get these unplugged. What I like about these is they actually have a plug on them instead of having to use a soldering iron to put them in. So just a simple plug. And if you look here, there's the plug. So it shouldn't be that hard of a job to do. So this battery was actually simple to pull out. I just used, this is the only flathead I have here, so I had to use this. All I did was dig in there a little bit and just pry just slightly, because there's nothing holding it in spot. There's no clips or anything holding it in. And it came right out. So this seems like it's going to be, look at that, simple. Just came right out, and I'm leaving it in the same position that I took it out in, just to make sure that I put the new one in the same position. So just sliding it in here. I don't know. Oh, there's a like a cup that's in there that it sits in. It's hard for me to do this with two hands. I mean, one hand rather. But there's an actual cup that it fits. I just can't lift it up with one hand. But yeah, let's get this in here. So I got the new one in there. It was just simple, just plugging it in. And I was looking at how the wires ran here. So I'll just need to tuck this in a little bit. But it's in there. Right up here, there's like a U-shaped cup that the battery has to sit in order for it to like clip down rather. So I was just going to do one of these, but I'll just have to do it old school and use my corded clippers. I'm trying to do this with one hand, but once again, having trouble. I just have to use my corded clippers in the meantime because I got both of these open, so I might as well just go ahead and swap them out. And the battery, the plug itself, there's literally no way to mix up which way it goes in there. It's actually keyed, if you can see. Yeah, it's keyed, so there's no way to plug it in the wrong way. So this is actually an easy fix. I talked to another barber that had a pair of these that he thought he had to pretty much just throw them away and get more, but I like to get the best for my money, so I figured I could buy the batteries and just put them in myself, and this actually was much easier than I thought it was going to be. So with that in mind, don't be afraid to tackle this. It's a easy DIY. Wait a minute, DIY. No, DIY. So yeah, so have at it. Once again, let me show you the website where I ordered, clipperrepair.com. And I'm not representing them in any way. I'm just showing you guys where I ordered these batteries from. I was just going to order one because I didn't know if they were going to fit or not, but I took a chance, went ahead and ordered two of them, and the price was just $13 and some change a piece. So that compared to, what are these things selling for, like 70 bucks or so, if not more than that. So I think that that's a good investment, and it's going to keep me going. Again, I've had these for about 2 years, so it's been over 2 years. So I've seen people complain that theirs only lasted for just a year or so, and I use mine every single day that I work. I use them. They're my go-tos. These are, after some trial and error trying to find cordless clippers, I finally found some that work for me. Now I hear that Andis has a pair that are supposed to be comparable to these, and I used to be an Andis guy. Like my edgers, I definitely use a cordless what is it called, the style liners or something. The well, you can see them up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, they're both sitting up there. I use those constantly. My definite go-tos. So I'm one of these days I am going to try the Andis edgers, just not edgers, but the Andis cordless clippers, to see what they're like. I think they're called the I can't remember the name of them, but I'm going to look them up, and one of these days I may order some just to see what they're like. But these have been my go-tos. I put some of the super taper blades on them, and I use them every day for every haircut pretty much. So don't be afraid to tackle this job. It's much easier than assumed. Just take your time, and it took me if I wasn't recording this, I probably would have had this done in about 3 minutes per unit, because it wasn't hard at all to do. All right, take care and God bless. Okay, one more note before I end this video. I actually, when it came time to open these, I took the screws out. Again, there's 3 screws, 1 at the top and 2 at the bottom. The cover will not come off easy. You see here, there's these clips right here, 2 of them. It's not actually, I guess you can call them a clip. Those squares, they actually grab, I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go. You see those 2 squares there, one right there and one right there. It actually clips on top of those. So when you first open these, you will have to, what I did, I took a flathead screwdriver. Let me just see if I can snap this in with one hand. Yeah, it's already on there, and it's actually not coming off at all. What I had to do was I had to take, I opened this end first, and you see when you open it, there's a small gap. And I took a flathead screwdriver and ran it along the edge once I got a lip open, and ran it up along the edge. And then when you get around in this area here, that's where those clips are. So don't be afraid to continue running that flathead up there, because the clip, it'll pop right off. So the same thing on these. You see the 2 clips here. They're identical, so yeah, that's the only thing. And once you put them on, all you have to do is just make sure that those holes line up and then they'll snap right into place. Oh, here I am. Trying to do this with one hand, and I'm left-handed too, so. Let's see here. I don't know if I have it lined up correctly. Okay, it is lined up. So, it's not snapping. The other one went on with no problem. I don't know why this one isn't doing it. Let's see here. Maybe I can do the top part first. I don't know why this isn't. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see what it is. So the other one wasn't like this. That's something else I noticed. See, there's clips right there. Those little clips. They have to fit underneath. This is for the magic clip, so that's why it wasn't going in there. Now it's actually in there now. So if I'm not mistaken, these didn't have that at the top. So just keep in mind, if you're fixing the magic clips, that there's 2 clips in there that you have to slide underneath before this will slide into place. And if you have the Sterling cordless, you don't have to worry about that. I'm sorry, the designers. You don't have to worry about that. They just snap right on. All right, take care.